welcome to my weekly check-in video. I am down 1 pound from last week, so that makes 43 pounds I have lost so far in the past little over 5 months. So today I just kind of wanted to go over easy ways to be able to stay on the carnivore diet. The main one is to find a support system, either through, your family, friends, or social media. Believe it or not, there's actually a ton of people that are on a carnivore animal-based diet on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. I mean, you name it, there are people on those platforms that are willing to help you. And they're very educational as well. There's a few doctors on YouTube and Instagram that I follow, and they talk about why we should be eating a proper human diet. And they find the studies that are not funded by Big Pharma or any of those bigger corporations. And they basically go over why these studies are good or why certain other studies that are out, like the new one, why the keto diet's not good for you, or erythritol is not good for you. They go over those studies and kind of explain what the study is about and how the study was founded. So knowing that type of stuff and learning why you should be eating a proper human diet really helps as well, because you are educating yourself and realizing that the stuff we are told to eat now is not good for us. We should not be eating the stuff that we're eating now. We eat too much of the high carb foods and sugar compared to what we used to eat. So just finding something or someone that can help support you is really essential. I know I benefit a lot from that. My husband is also carnivore. He actually started before me, and believe it or not, I didn't really believe him when he first told me that's what he was doing, because I was like, there's just no way you can just eat meat. Like, that's not what we've been told to eat. But once he told me, it took me about a week, and I started watching a couple of videos, and I was like, I mean, that makes sense why we should be eating carnivore. That makes complete sense why we shouldn't be eating that kind of stuff. So the more I educated myself, the more I realized, yeah, I'm going to go carnivore as well. And so my husband is my support system, and I'm his support system. And I know I have a couple friends that I've kind of been helping guide in the right direction to become carnivore. And I know they can rely on me to provide them with information that they need to stay consistent and become healthy. And another thing I really enjoy about being on those social media platforms is it's easy to find carnivore recipes. A lot of the recipes that I have on my videos, I've kind of just formatted to be carnivore and just replace a couple, of the ingredients in those recipes to make them carnivore based. So that has, helped me. I've always kind of enjoyed cooking anyway, so that has also helped. It's actually fun to experiment, to take normal recipes and actually make them a carnivore recipe, because I'm like, ooh, I can still enjoy that. So it makes it nice to be able to experiment and try making it a carnivore dish. But with the social media platform, you can see what everybody else is eating, what everybody else can make make it carnivore. Or even if you're ketovore, I mean, it's crazy how people just can take a regular dish that we normally would eat and make it a carnivore dish. And say, for instance, lasagna. So to make it carnivore, you just would layer it like you normally would, but without the tomatoes. So you do like hamburger, and then the ricotta cheese, and then mozzarella, hamburger, ricotta cheese, mozzarella, and you cook it in the oven, and it's carnivore lasagna. Some people add the egg life wraps, if you can find them at your local store, and people will actually layer those as, the layer of noodles instead of actual pasta. So it's fun to see how everybody eats being a carnivore and coming up with really creative ways to eat that way. I've experimented a little bit. I still need to perfect the recipe a little bit with with making carnivore cinnamon rolls. So instead of like the almond flour, I just use the 100% whey beef protein that I find on Amazon, and I actually substitute that and make carnivore-friendly cinnamon rolls. Yes, there's cinnamon in there, stevia and stuff like that, but they're animal-based, so obviously it's not as bad for you with eating the regular cinnamon rolls, and honestly, they're really good. And that's another thing you'll notice with being a carnivore. Things actually start tasting really good when you make them in a version of carnivore compared to what they taste like prior to becoming carnivore. Such as my carnivore pizza, which you can find that video here. It honestly tastes better than regular pizza. Me and my husband really enjoy it. I make 2 pizzas at a time, and my husband devours one, and I can eat all but like 2 pieces of one that I make for myself. So it's pretty crazy how fast your taste buds adapt to eating carnivore, and you also just start craving meat. So I love hamburgers with cheese, and every time I see someone post a hamburger with some cheese on it, I'm like, that's what I want. I want that right now. It's delicious. I need that. But when I scroll through social media and I see those random ads for like a cake or something, I'm like, I don't even want that. Then I see someone that has, like I said, the hamburger, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need that right now. So my cravings for sugary, carby things have actually changed over into craving meat dishes. So that's really awesome, and it makes it way easier to be a carnivore. But finding that support system is really key, and also finding out why you want to become healthy. Why do you want to eat a proper human diet? You need to set goals, and you need to find that support system, and you can succeed at being a carnivore. And as always, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.